Hello friends, welcome to Factinator. Today we will see some amazing facts that will blow your mind. Oh, that sounds amazing. Let's begin without any further ado. So friends, what do you see? Oranges and limes? Well, yes, but did you know that oranges and lemons are actually related a lot to many other citrus fruits? For example, on some genetic research, scientists have deducted that oranges are 25% of a pomelo and 75% of a mandarin. You may not have heard of them, or you may have. Similarly, the lemon is a mixture of bitter orange and citrus. Hence, life did not give us lemons. The humans were the ones who genetically modified bitter orange and citron to make lemon. Now let's talk about some good vocabularies. Among all the works Shakespeare has created and written, the longest word he has used is honorificadi litiduni catibus, which means to be honorable. The longest word in a dictionary, however, is pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. And did you know that the fear of long words is a long word itself? The term is on the screen. Quite long, isn't it? Now let's talk about our human brain and its ability. We just don't tend to realize how powerful our brain is. If our brain was a computer, it could perform almost 38,000 trillion operations per second. The world's most powerful supercomputer, Blue G, can perform only close to 2 by 1000 of that amount. Quite surprising, isn't it? Now, let's talk about some genetics. If we stretch the DNA in one cell, it will be about 2 meters long, and all the DNA in our cells put together would be about twice the diameter of the solar system. There are about 37 trillion cells in the human body, all of them containing about 5 centimeters of DNA when uncoiled. There is enough DNA in the human body to stretch from the Sun to the Pluto and back 17 times.
Now, let's move on. Have you heard of Ludwig van Beethoven, the great musician? Well, he was a great musician indeed, and his compositions are very pleasant to hear. But it is a fact that he wasn't very well educated, and so he never knew how to multiply or divide in the subject of mathematics. And it is another fact that he was a bit deaf, and yet he could hear in his deafness. That's an extra fact there. Wasn't that amazing? Now let's move on. You may be wondering if there was a day where all the people were on Earth and no one was in space or outside Earth. Well, there is actually a day that exists like that, and that is the 2nd of November 2000, which was a Thursday. On this day, the entire population of the world, which was at that time 7.5 billion people, were all on the land of Earth. Not a single person was in space on that day. In the duration of a few years before and after that day, at least one person has been in space or in some manned space satellite or the International Space Station. Now, let's see an important and interesting fact. A compressed timeline. Wait a minute, what is that? Well, you may know that the universe is around here for a very, very long time. If that long time was compressed to form just 365 Earth days, then the human species would appear on 11:54 p.m. on the 31st of December in that compressed timeline. And on the same compressed timeline, 1 second will actually equal 145 Earth years. To understand this even better, let us analyze this fact through a picture. Like the picture you can see on your screen, on the January 1st of this compressed timeline, the Earth was born at 12 am. And if you see the timeline of December 31st on this compressed timeline, at 23:36 hours, that is 11:36 pm, the Homo sapiens, that is the human species, appeared. Wow, isn't that fun and interesting to see? Now, there is actually a place in the world where it is illegal to die, and that is the place of Longyearbyen in Norway. In Longyearbyen, which is a small town, it is against the law to die. It is illegal to die. So you imagine a person is living there his whole life and he suddenly gets sick. He has to get transported to another city or town in Norway or any other country. But he is legally not allowed to die in Longyearbyen. Isn't that just shocking? Okay, now we move on. Let us see a short fact about a life-saving person. In order to keep the Nazis away, a Polish doctor actually had to fake a typhus outbreak. Typhus is nothing but a disease which is related to water impurities. This strategy or this faking by the doctor actually saved 8,000 people from the wrath and the reckless attack of the Nazis. This lifesaver's name was Dr. Eugene Lazowski. He is also known as a German Schleider. Wow! Don't you think he was brilliant? Okay, now the last but not the least fact. Dictatorship and peace. How are they even related? You may have heard about Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin, two of the greatest dictators in the world who have actually killed 40 million people collectively, but they were nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Isn't that shocking? Now let us see in a bit more detail. Adolf Hitler was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1939 by a member of the Swedish Parliament whose name was E.G.C. Brandt. But actually, Brandt never intended the nomination. It was just like an act of sarcasm. Wow, that was an awesome fact, don't you think? We have come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Comment down below about which fact you loved or which time moment you felt was the greatest and the most shocking. If you want us to make such content, click that like button there, share this video to many people, subscribe to Factinator, and also never forget to hit that bell icon so you are updated whenever a new video is uploaded by us. Thanks for watching. See you soon.